welcome to my channel. This week I'll be building up this Race Car Gizmo from the end of Gremlins. This kit comes from CT3DP Miniatures on Etsy. Included is a diagram and how it all goes together. It looks fairly straightforward. All the parts have been resin printed and they're without any defects. Just ignore the second kit, that's for a future video. Here are all the parts laid out. I've been sent some extra pieces just in case there's any breakages. And the first step is to glue in the pegs for the car. This will allow it to line up easier when gluing the sections together. It's not unusual for 3D print to warp a little. As you can see here, it doesn't fit perfectly. This is something which is easily fixable with epoxy putty. Thankfully the front section is a perfect fit. Alright, it's time to mix up some Millipup and fill in those gaps. Once mixed, I need to roll it out thin and press it into the gap. And using a little bit of water I can smooth it over. I use one of my sculpting tools to get into the hard to reach places. And now it looks like it's all one solid piece. And now I'm just sanding down and test fitting the axles. And they fit nicely. So this has been made so the wheels can turn. But I'm going to glue mine into place because I don't want it rolling off the shelf. I'll then repeat the same process with the rear axle. I'll then put the car to one side to give the glue chance to cure as well as the epoxy. And then it's time to prime all the accessories. Not forgetting to prime Gizmo while I'm at it. I mistakenly painted the trims in silver, just like on a rail car, but this is supposed to be a toy car. Once I checked the pictures, they should have been white. The tyres are simply painted black. They snap together quite easily. The steering wheel is painted painted black. Now that the epoxy has hardened, I sand it down so it matches the level of the car. And once that's done, I finally prime it. Then it's time to sand it smooth. And then to add another layer of primer. And sand it even smoother this time. And then finally, time to spray it in pink. That's once I've finally removed the safety feature, that is. This is where I realised the trim should be in white, so I'll correct that now. The car seat is painted in the dark pink. And lastly, the luggage rack is painted in silver. And now to start painting on some of that detail work in dark pink. And once the pink detail was on, I added the white to the lights, both the front and the back. And then add a little red for the brake light. Followed by a black for the number plate. Then it's time to glue on all four wheels. Followed by the luggage rack. And the car seat. And now it's time to start working on Gizmo. So I start off by painting in white. I painted the ears, hands, feet and mouth in a flesh tone. And for the nose I painted that a light brown. And then it was a matter of repainting the white of his eyes. I painted the pupils a dark brown. I gave all the fleshed areas a brown wash. This will create some depth. Using a dark brown, I'll paint the remaining fur. This is basically a patchwork effect over his whole body. And now to try something which could ruin the whole thing. The pupil areas of his eyes are indented, so I'm going to try and put a drop of UV resin in each pupil and hope I don't spill it. And I quickly run it under a UV torch and it makes the resin go hard almost instantly. So now the pupils have a nice shine to them. Trying to fit the steering wheel and Gizmo in such a small space was quite tricky, and it took me quite a while to get it done. But once I did, I glued them into place. Then all what was left was to glue on the windshield. And lastly, I cover the whole thing with a matte sealer, and this protects the paint. And now Gizmo's ready to get up to mischief. I just need to remember not to feed him after midnight, give him water, and avoid direct sunlight. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.